Hello and welcome to this video where I play The Ghost Case. "20 years ago, there was a horrible murder in Hidden Town. The killer was never found. In recent days, Detective Ren Larson has received strange signals from the afterlife. Apparently, the souls of the victims do not rest in peace, and they want to be heard. They want the person responsible to pay for what he did. Ren has a bad feeling. In spite of that, something inside him tells him to reopen the case and put an end to it. I remember I had a map of the town somewhere in this office. I must find it. Okay. Now I said okay in Swedish. I know that the map is over here. I found the map. I will be able to use it to go to other parts of the town. And before we do that, we are going to go to the coffee cup and pick up the sugar and go to the murder house. Here's a barred door, of which we want to open. Just gonna double check the bookshelf and pick up the bottom of the broken glass piece. And we put the sugar in the glass piece. Because there is termites in there. And I can just show you because it's fun. Nothing happens underneath these, and nothing is down here either, like in the first game, and nothing comes out there. You cannot look back into the floor. There are these pictures of what happened, and here there was like a scratchy thing, and this is the way out through the front door. There was a mouse thing over here that's not there anymore, of course. The cable here is useful for us. And here's another picture. And down here is nothing. And so in here we also have, you know. And now we want the wood to be gone, so we use the termites. And open the door. And in this game, you get turned around 180. Is that? Yeah. So you look at the door where you came from, basically, which is good to know. That's weird. I seem to see something. We go over here. You can see what type of symbols there are. And we are going to figure that out soon. First we put the cable in and we will look at the lamps. So here are no bulbs at all, so we will need some bulbs. Ooh. And here we have some fishes in different sizes. We need some glue apparently. You can look at this picture. The ghost thing is pointing upwards. And that's good to know. And this picture shows it pointing to the left. In this room, we have a picture that's pointing to the right. We have a book. We have a piano. And we have a watch. So yeah. Here's another door, which has a lock. Here we have another lamp. And you can see on the string there, if it's on or off. And here we have arrows, so we are going to look again. Here we have one. The ghost is pointing down. The second one was in here, pointing up, so it's down, up. And here it was to the right, and here is to the left. So down, up, right, left. Down, up, right is already, and then left. We have another bulb. Here we can see at the shirts what order we're going to use the symbols. So this is 1, has a what I would call a 9. 2 is a condition. It's like a conditioner. It's a wave. It's heat. It's a humid mist. And as you could see here, it's 2 fingers. Here we have 3 flowers, and I call this one a tail. So it's a 9, a mist, and a tail. So now we know what we need for the book. 9, mist, and a tail. And we open the book. Sorry. My throat is not very happy with me right now. And we have a couple of cues in here. So that's good. Good. We're gonna go with this one. And we have seen these things, shapes in the book here. And when I try to remember what order is tinted or light, I count them. So in this case, it is 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. But it is, these are already dark, and if I press 1, it's going to be light. And in this case, I need to count the light ones. So it's 2, 4, and 9. So 2, 3, 4, and 9. And we have an arrow here that shows I need this. We are going to look at these lamps. And now I said it's lamps because these are the shapes. So the one hanging, as you noticed before, maybe I only took the one bulb here because this one is supposed to be there. And we light it, and if you look at the picture here, this is the hanging one, this is the standing one, and it needs only 2 bulbs, and that I have down here. So I will now go to the standing lamp and screw in the bulbs, and it seems like she's asking me for something. And now we got some ads. It seems like she's asking me for something. What could it want? What could she want? And we are yes, here we are. We're gonna put that piece just in the collection because we need one more piece, so no need to do that now. We have a board where there's gonna be pieces in these colors later. Here is some resemblance of what is on this page, and since we have a pencil we can draw it up. So upright, half left, middle, and downright. Upright, half left, middle, downright. So we can leave this piece and we can open the book. Here's the order of the fishes, but it's not relevant yet. Here is something that we have looked on already. I'm gonna double check. Interesting. Okay, good. And we didn't look in these drawers, did we? There we go. We will look out the window. Ooh, I forgot about that one. We have an owl up here, up there. And we're going to the side. And more to the side. Here we have a slot for the card. We have a teddy. Here we will need a key. And we give the teddy to her. Sorry, I've been playing another game that has another function. She's happy, and she gave us some numbers. 731806. 731806. Oh, I accidentally went into the other room. 7, 8. No, I forgot. 731806. No. 731806. Dum dum. And that is the same sound as these makes. Yes, I did that. So I think it was the first one, like some here, some jump, and some back. Now you can see we have an extra piece, and we can go to the watch. And if you looked at, was it this one? You have this one. If you look at this arrow, and this arrow, you can see that it's supposed to be pointing to the left. So you take the arrow and you click it. No. This one is, as I will show you now, is supposed to go downwards. There we go. And for now we're done in here. We will glue the pieces together. We're gonna put that one there. We're gonna put glue on everything. Like so. And now we puzzle it together. So now we have the last piece of the watch, and you can also see what angle it wants me to put it. I went to the wrong room. Now I'm back into the correct room. And here is the key. So now we need to go back into that room. We have a puzzle piece and some fish food. Let's feed the fish. What's going on? How weird. Now the fish, something, something. Now the fish looks different. Look different. So now we have some new colors or shapes on the fish. And now we look at the order of the fish. And I think of this in a mix between Swedish and English, but I would call this trut. It's like it's the shape of the mouth. And then I will call it a squish, a flat, and a drop. Trut, squish, flat, drop. Trut, squish, flat, and a drop. Trut translates to waves, squish, stripes, flat dots, and drop, other waves. So waves, scratch, dot, waves, waves, scratch, dot, waves. And that is what we find in this box. Waves, scratch, dot, and other waves. I don't need the Pebble book anymore. Okay, good. Good, good, good. And we go back to this game board. It seems that he is moving the tokens. And here we got the last piece of the cupboard lock to the right of this board. And if you look at these and think of them as four separate, like this is four. If you look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then you get to know that out of these four, the red part is supposed to be down to the right. So red in, green up, purple in, blue up. Red, green, purple, blue. You only need to know red, green, purple, blue. So red in, green, up, purple, in, and blue was already up apparently. Leon, and some projector slides. And if you by any reason clicked on the projector before, we'll see at the police station. If we click now, the projector has no slides, except that now it does. Now we're gonna look at the pictures. That's Dan. It seems he was very close friends with that boy. I can see his address in the photo. I should go investigate. Some more ads. I should go investigate. Madhouse, and then we'll come to Leon's house. And speaking of owls, we are gonna look at how many we already have. So there's one we missed somewhere. We can do our due diligence and try to find it. in here somewhere. Right. I think that before we go to Lien, I would like to try to find the first owl. And I remember the last time I played this game, I actually didn't find it. But I will try. I'm back at the murder house. We have already found an owl over here. One was in the slides, so we already know those two places are not to be, let's say, we cannot find the same owl twice. If we go in here, maybe. Is there an owl here? No. No clicking everywhere. Thought maybe we could see one owl in here. We couldn't. Termites have no owls. Here are no owls. No owls. Here are no owls. And we already have that cable. No, I don't think it's there. And there's nothing in here. No owl in the water. Yes, there we go. There's that first owl. Resume. Cool. Now we can go to the House of Lien. Yes? What do you want? My name is Ren Larsen. I'm a detective. I'm investigating the case of the murder of the Alba siblings. That was a long time ago. I already gave my statements. I will not speak more about this. About it. I have to do something so I can talk to him. Come in, please. Let's talk. Do you know of someone who would want to hurt them? No, they were very friendly. But before the murder, they said they felt persecuted. They saw a man near their house. They even said they saw shadows and strange things. They acted very strange in the last few days. Did you notice anything strange before the murder? Yes, they hardly left their house. They said they felt protected there before. They were very sociable. But from one moment to another, their behavior changed. They were always on the defensive. It was all somber. What did the letter say? It wasn't your fault. What does it mean? Going to the cemetery was my idea. Weeks before his murder, we snuck into the cemetery one night to hang out. After that, they were different, like distant, nervous, somewhat strange. When was the last time you saw them? The day before the murder. They came to my house to give me back a borrowed book. Inside the book was this. I never knew what it is, but I've kept it all this time. And now we have talked with him, and now we can look at his mug. Alright, double checking. Can I click something else? No? Cool. And now we are going back to the murder house. Because this card indicates on this panel what is going where. So here we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's down to the right, up in the middle, down in the middle, left to the middle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we have opened another room. Cool. Yes, and we start from the left. Here we have a sword with a symbol, and you can see the same symbols over here. Here we have some pliers, a locked drawer. You can see a key in there. I can't reach it. And we are to change this. Here we have a pirate, and he's pointing this way, and the north is the other way. Opening boxes, and we can see that these resemble these bottles up here. The minus plus means we start with the lowest amount, and that is to the left, and the highest amount of liquids is to the right. So we will start with that. The lowest to the left, the highest to the right. Yes, and on the piece of paper we have symbols, and if I'm not mistaken, these symbols are supposed to be down here. Yes. And these show what order. So these are for one of them, and these are for the other one of them. And I would call wait a second. Sorry. In this order. So 1, 2, 3 is 1, 2, 3. And 4, 5, 6 is 4, 5, 6. And here we have the I would call this the bubble, straight, ball, drop, swap, fish. Bubble, straight, ball, swap, drop, fish. So if we go down here, the bubble is a plus, straight is minus, ball is quarter. H dial and what I would call a double. So plus minus quarter, H dial double. Plus quarter, a H, a dial, and a double. I was wrong, correct, right? Okay, let's try it again. Okay, so bubble, double check. This is bubble, and a bubble is a plus. Yes, this is straight. Straight is minus. Yes, the quarter. Oh, sorry. This should be a quarter, which it is. Then it should have a drop. Oh, the drop is the dial. Okay, dial, H, and the fish. So this is supposed to be a dial, and this is supposed to be the H. We get a piece of wire that we bend with help of the pliers, and we go and hook the key so we can open the drawer and find a book and a flashlight. And in the book we find a couple of blank pages and a skull, is it a vent, a sword, and a shoe. Skull, vent, sword, shoe. And if we look over here at the skull, we have to the left and to the right, and that was supposed to be marked like this. And down here we have the sword, and we can double check, but I believe it was that order. Yes. And then there was the shoe. The shoe ordeal was down to the right, and that is supposed to be these two that are beside each other, and one in the vent. Ah, cool. I didn't read that one, but we have a half of a broken medallion and a floppy disk. And the only space where we have a computer is in the police station. So we're going back to the police station and insert the floppy disk. Image. Tuesday, 10 a.m. Help Anna with move. Anna's new address, 1014 Andromeda Street. Thursday, 9 a.m. Final exam, Friday, 11 p.m. Visit the cemetery with Anna, Dan, and Leon. Anna. It seems to be a friend of them. I'll save her address to pay her a visit. She must have something to tell. And another ad. Anna's house. Very good. The cemetery thing was very strange. I no longer feel safe anywhere. I feel like they are watching me all the time. We shouldn't have gone. We have awakened something unknown. I wish I could turn back time. I feel like something very bad could happen to us. Cementerio. Yeah, we looked at all the pictures. And we have a couple of owls, and we can pick that up again if we need to. But now we are going to Anna's house. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm Detective Ren Larson. I have some questions about the murder of the Albert siblings. I'm not interested in talking about it. Please go away. I need to talk to her. I have to do something. A half of a broken medallion. It's okay. I will answer your questions. What is that medallion? Me and I were close friends since we were little. We shared that medallion as a sign of friendship. When was the last time you saw them? I saw them the same day of the murder, in the morning. I kept Mia company until Dan got home. They looked somewhat altered, like they were living in fear. They weren't themselves from that day on the cemetery. What happened in the cemetery? We went to hang out, but we ended up opening a tomb. We shouldn't have, but without the intention, we feared someone or something. Without intention, we freed someone or something very dark. In the last piece right here, I haven't been back to the cemetery since that day. Who could be chasing them? I do not know how to explain it. When we went to the cemetery, we released something, some force from beyond. I think that was haunting them. I don't know what or who it was, but Mia drew a picture. It may help you identify it. It looks like a mausoleum in the cemetery. It has some very strange statues. I'll have to go investigate it later. And now we have talked to her, and we are going to look at her wine. Yes, and now we double check. We only have 3 hours left, and we are going to the graveyard cemetery. Fredrik Nilsson. That is the mausoleum, exactly like the drawing. We finally have a name. Let's see what I can find here. The tomb is empty. We found a lantern over there and a couple of matches over here. Click them together and place them. Right? And these shadows are to be arranged in a way that works with the background. So this one, for example, is already where it's supposed to be. The flower is supposed to be held by this man. These are a face and these are stars and a bird in a cage. So now we got these, and we also got this ring. It is a ring with a very strange symbol. I've never seen it before. I will have to do more research on that. Right, and this type of symbol is something we're going to look for. Ooh. And these types of symbols we are going to look for as well. So that's good to know. Look at the ring. Okay, good. Yes, and he mentioned research, so we are going back to the station because we're going to use the computer to do some research. Fredrik Nilsson. Let's see who you are. Interesting. I will save this information on the computer. About the ring, I think I know where I can go to get more details on that. We're going to the store very soon, apparently. First we are looking at some images. Fredrik Nilsson, born, dead, cause of death, electric chair. Accused of having murdered 5 people, it is alleged that he used his victims for rituals of an ancient dark magic known as Shamalu. He was convicted and executed in the electric chair. Before being executed, he assured that he would return after death to take revenge. Shamalu. The origin of this ancient practice is unknown. It is believed that it began as an approach to evil spirits offering human sacrifices in exchange for obtaining the resurrection and eternal life. On one of the last documented cases related to this practice occurred in Hiddentown in the early 1900s. Frederick Norson was convicted, claiming to be a practitioner of this ancient dark magic. Was there anything else we needed from that? No, I don't think so. We are going to the store. Store? Could it be that this Frederick came back to life and murdered Dan and Mia? I need to know more about it. Hello, my name is Leah. Laya. How can I help? What can you tell me about the ring? It is a very old ring. The symbol seems to belong to the Shamalu sect. It means life beyond death. This symbol was written on the ground for rituals. No doubt the owner practiced this magic. Do you know cases related to Shamalu magic? There is a very famous one here in Hiddentown. Frederick Norson. He died a long time ago. He practiced it until they caught him. A more recent case is that of a cemetery guardian who went crazy. They do not know what relationship he had with Shamalu, but he always draws the same symbol that is on the ring. He is still locked up in the mental hospital today. Yesterday morning, Lenny Auris was admitted to the asylum. He worked as a cemetery guard at night. He is currently in shock. It is presumed that he may have witnessed some traumatic event the night before while on duty. 5 years after being found, Lenny Auris shows his first sign of communication. Although he always repeats the same nonsensical phrase and draws the same symbol, it is the first improvement in a long time. So he's committed to the mental hospital. It would be good to go see him. He may have valuable information. What did the rituals consist of? 7 human sacrifices had to be made in order to obtain eternal life. First there were 5, then the practitioner had to die and make sure someone opened his grave. Then the remaining 2 sacrifices will have to be made. Meanwhile, a spirit would have some control over his body, waiting for those last sacrifices. Can a Shamalu ritual be undone? Supposedly, yes. There are some Shamalu dolls. If any practitioner wanted to undo their covenant of eternal life, they had to lock the spirit in the doll at the last sacrifice. The doll must have belonged to the person who performed the ritual, and the ring symbol was drawn inverted with charcoal. I have one of those dolls if you want. Yes, and now we have talked to her. We're gonna grab the doll. We are also gonna look behind her. And we have found an owl. Very good. And now we're just gonna leave her and go to the mental hospital, actually. There have only been 2 murders in this town since the last the last 20 years. Mia and Dan. If somehow Frederick came back to life and is the murderer, he must be looking for 2 more people to finish the ritual. I must stop him as soon as possible. Leandra, good morning. What can I do for you? My name is Ren Larsen. I am a private detective. I need information on Lenny Audis. He is interned here. Sure, what do you need to know? How long has he been in the asylum? Since August 2nd, exactly 20 years ago. It's the same day the boys went to the cemetery. What is happening to him? It seems like he witnessed something very traumatic. He tries to communicate it in his drawings, but we don't understand what he means. Do you think he's trying to say something? Yes, definitely. But we have not been able to interpret his drawings or relate them to something he may have seen. Can I see him and talk to him? He doesn't speak. He just repeats the same thing all the time. But you can see him if you want. Follow me. And I'm just going to ask the same thing again. And I'm going to press sure. Let's go. Over here, please. What is this? Here we have a couple of things to look at. For one, we're going to look at that. It was down here. 2, we're going to talk to him. First the sun came out. The snail arrived last. The second is the one that follows after the third. 1, 2, 3. The hurricane will take us. So if you remember in the cemetery, there were symbols of like a sun and a snail and a hurricane. And so here we get the order. First, the sun came out. That is 1. The snail arrived last. That is 4. The second is the one that follows after the third. So the third position is the hurricane. And the picture after the hurricane is what's on the second spot or order. Here we can see the symbols of the shapes above, and yes, we are gonna take this information and we are now going to the cemetery or graveyard. Bzz. A. Miller. It's from the police station. Detective Larson, we have received a report on your case. Leon and Anna have disappeared. We have evidence of forced entry into their homes. It must have been him. I must stop him as soon as possible. As you remember, here are the symbols, and I think this is how it's supposed to look. The sun comes first. The last is the snail, and if you could see, the fire comes after the hurricane. So we're gonna put the fire there, and then we're gonna pick the hurricane. And we will go downstairs. Spooky. Where will this take me? And another ad. Do, 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 do. And where will this take me? So now we are down here. We have a couple of things to look at. So this is one. So we can see what type of symbols is here. And yeah, cool. And we have a snake over here. I don't want to touch it. It could bite me. But we can see it's protecting something that we would want. Down here is a locked... what's the name of that again? It's not a casket. It is a... yeah, I don't really care right now. So here we can see some symbols. We also have these flowers, as you could see over here as well. There's also another flower. Here we have some empty slots and people offering things to it. And down here are gonna be... oh, and this is empty as well. Okay, cool. And we can see these symbols, and that it is possible to put them in other orders. Here we have a snake pot, which is very tall, and we have a flower, a chest. This is a small chest, and the other one is a big chest. Oh, and I'm actually gonna go back out again because I want to look through the room first, one room at a time. Here we can see that the arm needs to be fetched from the snake. So, and over here we have a tree blocking the pictures behind. That's good to know. Now we will go through the wall. There's a bowl, Here is another flower. We have colored people pointing in different directions. Here we have a lion one with a yellow lion. It is not as tall as the snake. And here we have some pressure plates. And what is most heavy? The elephant is most heavy. Then the bull is second heaviest and third heaviest, and the lightest is the penguin. Another. Ooh, it's a bee. We're fetching or collecting these. Look at the bee. The bee is going into the other room. We're looking at the bee again. It is going to next flower. And the next flower. And what does bees do? They pollinate. And we get some flowers that we are collecting. Okay, so if I just collected the correct ones from the beginning, I would get them. And left here was a mushroom. So now these pictures are free for me to cool. Okay. We need the fire to be there. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's get down to the river. Sorry for my tardiness. There we go. We have a key, and we can try the key over here. So now we know that the key goes here instead. And we have a couple of cool things here. And we need one more bottle before I'm doing one of the cool things. But we have a snake flute. A wooden flute. I would call it a snake flute. To make the snake go to sleep. And we are giving the bird magic. And we get some symbols. And if we look closely, I would call this Z, 7, square, and G. Z, 7, square, G. Z, seven, square, and G. And here we have colored symbols in the same colors as the men here. So if we look blue, red, yellow, green, blue up to the right, red down to the left. So blue, the leaf one, is up to the right, red down to the left. The yellow to the left and the green down to the right. So we'll go and try that out, if I can remember. The blue was up to the right. Up to the right. The red was down to the left. The yellow was to the left. And I believe the green is supposed to be here. So I will make it go around like so. Very good. Now we get the sun, and if we look at these pictures, ooh, I also have a lever. Yes, the water is filling up. Here we have rays of the sun or stars of the moon. So the sun goes here. We have another key. We have an hourglass. And now we have a lot of things down here in the menu. So we're going to go into the... yeah, here we go. We're gonna take a flower and we're gonna petal it. We put it in a bottle. We take another flower. Pestle, is that the correct pronunciation? I do not know. We are making it into a liquid. And we're putting that in jars. And if you remember, the snake were blue. Okay, so we didn't even look through the whole thing of the thing, but here we have red for the bird. We have a blue snake and a yellow lion. So we take the blue snake and we take the yellow lion and we take the red bird. We have a moon thing. Cool, 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 cool. So we're gonna go back and into the room with the moon thing. With this. We have a crystal. So now we can see we have a mushroom, like in that one. We have a crystal, like here. We have a hourglass, like here. We have a bone, like that. So now we have all we need in order to go into that creepy room. Here we go. Here we're gonna enter. Oh my god. Freaky. I have to do something. Whatever he said. I have to do something. I have to do something to help them soon. Right. And over here we know what to put down, but we're gonna change the symbol first, I think. Is that not what we're supposed to do? A piece of coal. This is the symbol of the ritual, the same one that is in the ring. The symbol was drawn backwards with charcoal. Yes, it seems that it is already backwards. Now we put the things on the pedestals. Ooh, and now we can see on the walls the birds that was standing outside. We're also gonna do a thing with these two, because how do we know that this doll is Frederick Nolson's. It needs to have his ring, so we're gonna put them together so they become his, like the doll becomes his. But first, let me take a selfie, I was gonna say, but that was not true. So the right wing is out, the symbol points to the side, and the sword is down to the floor. The symbol is to the side, open and closed fist. I'll see if I can remember all these things. This, oh shit, oh sorry, I didn't mean to swear. This, that, this, that. Very good. Quick, come with me. No, you are not going to take my eternal life. Okay, I'm throwing the doll at him. No! What have you done? Yes, so now the doll is... Finally, after 20 years, I have been able to solve the case. Mia Elba, Dan Elba. That's strange. It's strange how this was solved. But Frederick will no longer be able to harm anyone. And I hope Mia and Dan can finally rest in peace. And now, what do I do with this? I can take care of it. I have a place to keep it. Trust me. I know about these things. Well, make sure you put it in a safe place. I have to go. Thank you. Yes, I know about these things. I'll keep it here. Ooh, congratulations, you have managed to find the 9 hidden owls. And I will keep it in here. And from the eye to the eye. Frederick, Merida, Delian, and Laia. It's the witch! Cool. So, thanks for playing. Hidden Town is full of mysterious stories. Thanks for watching. Bye!